I spent $824 buying sports cards to hold, trade, and resell in the month of June. Let me show you what I bought. What's going on YouTube? Flipping Out SC coming at you with a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going over everything I bought in the month of June and what I paid for it all. Most of what I bought was either PC or cards that I like to grade, so there aren't many sales, but I think today's video will still be interesting to get a glimpse into what kind of stuff I like moving forward and what I think will hold its value over the off season and into next year. So let's start off with June 1st, where I started off with a bang, spending over $100 on day one. The first card I bought was this Clayton Keller Metal Auto Green on the EPAC Facebook group. The gent was asking 40 Canadian, so I offered him 30 and he accepted. I picked this up with full intentions of trying to use it as trade bait, but throughout the month I couldn't find a good trade, so it ended up reselling for a small profit when I sold it for $40 Canadian. I also picked up a few more cards the same day from another EPAC Facebook sale, when I picked up this Crosby Planet Metal Platinum out of 49, along with these three Big Man on Ice Gold out of 96 of Quinn Hughes, Artemi Panarin, and Sidney Crosby. I love both of these inserts. Both are inserts that cross over generations along with sports, as they were found in the late 90s metal products and therefore bring back nostalgia for some, while also bringing the newer collectors into the history of sports cards. Either side you're on, I think these cards have a bright future and won't be going out of style anytime soon. These four cards cost me $100 Canadian. On June 2nd, I made my first COMC purchase of the month when I picked up this Ovechkin Planet Metal Platinum on COMC to go with my Crosby for $36 USD. I'd also put out a post in the Facebook group for some silver foils to speckle up for some of my older silver foils. One gent reached out and had a ton of great cards I needed, so I bought two 2021 Matthews silver foils, two 2021 McDavid silver foils, four 1920 Ovechkins, nine 1920 McDavids, six 1819 Matthews, and one 1718 Crosby. I finished the speckled for all of these except for the 2021 Matthews and the 1718 Crosby. The lot in total cost me $155 Canadian. After all that excitement for the first 2 days of the month, I put the buying on hold until the 9th, where I bought a few cards I expect to resell in Canada one day. I picked up a few Hadwin autos, along with the Hadwin Canvas Black for $10.25 USD on COMC. Hadwin's from my province, and was born in a town about 30 minutes away from my city, so I always like to grab his stuff when it's a good price, as he has quite the following back home. On the 10th, I picked up this Crosby Platinum Retro Black Pack Wars, along with two Platinum Cosmic Blue Pack Wars variants of Crosby and Ovechkin from a gent on the Facebook group for $100 Canadian. I love these Cosmic Blues, and already have the 2021 Crosby in a PSA 10, so I'm really hoping to match this one and get it in a PSA 10 as well. I also love the fact that they added veterans into the Retro Black Pack Wars this year, as the Crosby color match is just too nice. June 12th, I picked up yet another Big Man on Ice Gold of Clayton Keller when I found it on COMC for $390 USD. Again, I just love these cards. And on the 13th, I went on a bit of a wolf buy when I found this Fluorescence Gold out of 150 for $4 USD on COMC, along with this Rookie Debut Blue out of 249 and this Trilogy Level 3 out of 299 for $1.50 and $1.90 USD respectively. I held off on buying more Wolf until the draft, as my next big PC was supposed to be again. But then the Utahs went and picked them and really foiled my plan. Guess it's back to buying Wolfy. However, once Markstrom got traded, I did decide to list a couple of the Wolves, as I wanted to cash in on the hype and rebuy when the market cooled in the deep of the offseason again. I've since sold the Fluorescence out of 150 for $9.02 USD and the Trilogy Level 3 out of 299 for $4.22. This same day, I also won a COMC auction for this McDavid Ovation checkerboard parallel for $11.67 USD. These parallels are fairly rare, as it took 25 base to create them from Ovation, which is a crazy expensive product for what it was. Therefore, not a ton of it has been opened. There's also another parallel that comes after this, which takes 5 checkerboards to create, and therefore a lot of these checkerboards don't get transferred off the site. This also looked really clean, so I'm hoping to grade it and just see where the market takes it. On June 14th, I picked up a Jet Greaves Outburst Young Gun on COMC for $6 USD. Greaves looked great in the AHL playoffs, and with how bleak Canada's goaltending situation is right now, I really think Greaves could have a chance to not only break into the AHL for the Blue Jackets, but may be able to steal a spot on Canada's Olympic team in the future. 2026 may be too soon, but hey, never say never. I then had another 4-day break with no buying until the 18th, when I added another card to my Legends on-card auto PC when I snagged this Scotty Bowman Beehive auto for $42.50 USD on COMC. There aren't many coach cards aside from Scotty and maybe Don Cherry that I would pick up, so I was super pleased with this purchase of the winningest most coach in NHL history. While we're talking about my Legends PC, I just wanted to shout out the giveaway I'm putting on one more time. We're honestly getting quite close to the 400 subs we need, and I would love to give away this Jerry Cheevers SP Legends on-card auto to one of you. If you don't know what it is I'm talking about, go take a look. I'll link the video above, and share with your friends if you want to hit the 400 subs sooner and have the chance of taking this card home. On the 18th, I also managed to snag these two OPG Platinum color wheel variations of Matthews and Ovechkin on COMC for $25 and $22.50 USD respectively. Shout out to my buddy Matchbob for giving me the heads up on these two. These color wheel variations are given as an achievement to anyone who completes the entire Platinum color wheel set from that given year, cards 1 to 200. There's usually a set of 10 each season, and each time you complete the whole set of color wheels, you're randomly awarded one of the 10. Therefore, these are quite rare, and are only going to get rare as more and more of them end up in PCs. And lastly, on the 18th, I found another gent having a sale on Facebook, and he was moving this McDavid Best in the World Mosaic Parallel for $35 Canadian. Again, another super rare EPAC exclusive parallel where one needed to combine 30 of the regular Best in the World McDavid inserts to create the Mosaic Parallel. Only 2 more of these are left in the EPAC marketplace unlocked, so I'm extremely happy to grab this one. On the 19th, I grabbed a Makar Outburst, as I've done quite well with these in the past, when I found it on COMC for $5 USD. On the topic of Outbursts, on the 20th, I also bought a Marner on COMC for $2 USD. Later that day, I purchased a Caulfield PC's Gold Sparkle for $1.70 USD, which I later sold for $3.37 USD. On the 21st, I found another Calgary Flames Fluorescence Gold out of $150 at a price I couldn't pass up. I picked up this Walker Doer for 99 cents USD on COMC, and also flipped this later in the month for $3.38 USD after fees. On the 22nd, I found yet another flip card, and I swear, this wasn't supposed to be a video about COMC flips, it's just kind of happening that way. When I bought this Jacob Trouba Outburst Red out of 25 for $7.50 USD, and sold it a few days later for $11.87 USD after fees on COMC. And then come more color wheels and color wheel variations. On June 25th, I snagged this Svechnikov Rookie Year color wheel variation for $13 USD on COMC. And while editing this video, this card also sold for a nice profit at $29.57 USD on COMC. On the 26th, I found a bunch more from the same seller. I grabbed these 3 Gretzky 1819 color wheels for $22.75 a piece. These are usually super tough to find, so I grabbed the 3 I could at such a solid price. I also grabbed variations of Fleury, Kane, and Tavares for $16.25, $10, and $5 USD each. The Kane, surprise surprise, was also flipped quickly for $33.25 USD after fees, a profit of $23.25. And finally, on the last day of the month, I bought a bunch of smaller cards for my flip account when I grabbed these New Hook and Rustalainen OPG Platinum Retro Black Pack Wars Parallels for 25 cents each, a Larkin Outburst for 50 cents, and a Matthews Canvas for 26 cents. The Larkin, Matthews, and Rustalainen have all already sold for combined $1.99 USD after fees. And there you have it, all the cards I bought during the month of June. And while the final number doesn't equal the $824 I said I spent at the beginning, a few of the flips really helped bring that number down into a bit more of a manageable number. But let me know what you think of the purchases I made. Are there any cards that stand out as huge wins, or even any that you think I way overpaid on? Would love to hear what you think in the comments. Any which way, I hope you enjoyed taking a bit of a look into what I've been picking up, and that you may have gained some sort of value from this video by seeing what types of things are selling well for me. I hope to put a few more of these videos together in the future when I have more big months such as this one, but with the summer lull hitting, that may be a while. Oh well, that's it for this one. Until next time, we'll catch you on the flip side.